Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. And why am I not getting any game audio in the game right now? Oh, that's weird. I had game audio coming through just a minute ago. What's going on? Let me try something real quick. No. Now what the heck? This was working just before I started the stream. Hang on one second. Weird. Give me one moment and I'm going to try and fix this. Let's see here. What could be going on? This should be... Did I somehow mute the computer or something? No. Well, I don't know what's going on there. Let's see, that is set up correctly. This was literally working like I was listening to the game through my headset, and then I went to go stream, and then the audio went away. Let's see, is it the game itself? Music? No. Sound is up. Well, give me a minute. I guess I gotta figure something out here. Let me try something here. Let me pull up like some YouTube video.
I finally did it, guys.
Yep, okay. I think we just heard that, right? That was Linus Tech Tips. Okay, so Space Engineers is just not making sound. That's what's going on. Okay, let me stop and start Space Engineers, and then we will start the stream over, basically. Be right back. There it is. We got the audio back. All right. Cool. I'm gonna turn. Actually, you know what? Let's listen to that because it's gonna take a while to load the game here. Oh, and then it doesn't even play the music while the game is loading. Well, that's a shame. But either way, while it's loading again, I will recap what happened last time. So, I've been living on an asteroid, of course, for the last 18-ish episodes. The asteroid, the hot zone. And hey, Arden, welcome to the stream. We're just getting started here. I had to reboot because I lost my game audio, but it's back now. So at the end of the last stream, we jumped in my engineer jumped into the rover that I'd been building. So we strapped it to just essentially a flying jump drive, and we jumped over to this planet called Helgen, and I landed on it and immediately got hit by an electrical storm where much of my ship was damaged. So that's where we're at right now, and we are going to, when this thing loads up, we are going to very desperately try to find some shelter. There we go. So yeah, we're here. We'll let some things load in here. Yep, we're here on this planet. We took some damage. My my decoy system worked pretty well. My cryopod and some of my other things are damaged. But what I want to do is, let's see, there was like an ice lake. I think that's the ice lake over there. Or maybe there's one over there. I want to find some shelter and basically kind of dig into the rocks a little bit. And also my ship is a little bit wonky because I was trying to configure stuff and then I got stuck in a lightning storm. So what I want to do is, I should be safe underground from lightning. I know that was originally an issue in this game because lightning had a possibility. Oh, I'm going way too fast. Lightning had a possibility of platinum, uranium, silver. Oh, we came down in a really good spot. And there's some ice over here. There was always a possibility that lightning could, because it does this raycast thing, right? There was a possibility that could spawn essentially inside the voxels, and then it would raycast and hit the inner side, and then it wouldn't actually, you know, like it wouldn't actually it wouldn't hit the voxels. It would just like raycast into you. My understanding is that they fixed that in the Warfare 2 update, so we're going to test it out. I want to try and find a fairly flat piece of land, and then I'm going to build some drills. Oh man, we gotta. So after we get some cover, then the next thing I'm going to do is readjust these wheels because they are not cooperating, and I'm thinking maybe like right here, kind of up on this hill. Although, is this thing a very big piece of land? I don't know. We'll see. But here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do is kind of back it up to maybe... you know, I don't like being on this hill. I know I'm wasting a lot of time where one of these lightning storms might come and get me again. I want to be kind of lower down. So we're going to go down to here. So if I can get a nice tunnel going into this rock, I think this is going to be a good spot, like right here. We'll just kind of go. Is this kind of where I was thinking? Yeah, it's probably good enough. We'll get a little tunnel going, and then once I'm kind of deep in there, we will work on repairing this thing. So what I want to do is get, let's see, what's my thing look like right there? I think I could do that. We're going to build enough drills that I can tunnel with this thing. Let me get some... Do I have... What do I have on me? Whew, man, I got a lot of stuff fell off. Alright, if I put a drill like... Yeah, let's just kind of make like a drill apparatus on the front here, because I think I want to drill like there, like coming off of there. Let's see. Coming off of there, and then one in the middle, and we're gonna... Oh, yeah, I can do that. Trying not to panic here. I don't think these storms come around too often, but, you know, I say that knowing that one could just show up literally at any minute here. I'd say I want to make sure I go up high enough that that thing can get in. So we'll go to there, and that should be good, I think. Yeah, it's fine. This part is all temporary, so... let's see. I went Out one to there. Ooh, a wreck detected. Good. That's from that mod that I added that gives me wrecks to go check out. Why can't I target things anymore? It's like I keep targeting through the thing. So, okay. So that's good there. Where did I put the drill? So I want to do like... man, the targeting is just going nuts. I wonder if that's a mod doing that or something else. And am I floating away or is the ground floating away? What's happening here? Why am I moving at 0.07 meters per second? Because my dampeners are set to auto. That was weird. Was that the issue? I don't know. Let's see. I keep seeing the electrical from my ship going off and thinking there's like another storm coming. Which there might be. You never know. In fact, it is kind of getting dark out, isn't it? Oh, it's a sandstorm. That's probably okay. That will probably not be an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that I cannot say for sure. And of course, there's a bunch of... my thrusters are running. This basic assembler. Oh, did it put it into the survival kit? It did. Is the basic assembler off? I bet it is. Yeah. We could use that instead. Give me like 100 of these. That'll go a little bit faster. Alright, so I think whenever there's a sandstorm, that is the temperature drops, which means my suit isn't going to last as long, my suit power. And also we lose our solar panels. Those don't work anymore, not that they're doing anything right now anyway. I think one of them's broken. But if we had wind turbines, they'd be going nuts. So... yeah. Whoa, jeez. I forget that I have a mod installed that changes how the jetpack works to make it a little bit more realistic, and it kind of messes with my sense of flying because I got used to being in space. All right, let me build a little ramp to drive up onto, and then that's going to be kind of like our you know, get us lined up for things. Is that wide enough for the vehicle to drive on? I think I need to probably do 4. Yeah, it should be wide enough, and then that'll give us a flat surface we could drive on to make sure we're, you know, flat. Let me back you up. And then let's get all these drills going. We're going to... Where's the... Oh, there we go. Tool. Okay. Perfect. I hope I put that low enough. Should be low enough for a right-click drill. Actually, maybe I should have put another row on top. I don't know if it's going to drill out a hole tall enough for that back part. Let me raise it up a little bit. This will be just great if we do get an electrical storm and it does go through the ground. That'll be great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so one more. I think I'm doing the spacing correctly. We will see, I guess. Because a thing here has a right-click range of that far. Yes, there should be plenty of overlap. Oh, if it actually goes that far, that's actually... I don't think that's how far. That's not the... Entity detection... Is that the right click? That can't be. That seems awfully big. Either way. Did I go out? One? No. Alright. Compass used to show the time of day on it. I should figure out why that got turned off. And oh, I put those top ones sticking out one further. Let's not do that. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Never let perfect be the enemy of good when you're up against the clock trying to dig into a tunnel to save yourself. But in this case, I'm going to. Because this will probably be my, like, more permanent base entrance. So... I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Alright, I need some kind of a ramp to get up there. And luckily we have a block called a ramp. And hopefully, it's kind of a shame. This is actually much steeper than I was thinking it was. Maybe we should back this up to where the ground is a little bit more flat. There we go. We will just start right at the ice lake, and don't really care how far we have to go forward to get there. We are just going to... Let's see. We're just going to make a tunnel right into there. Yep. I should be able to do this before the next storm comes. Now, my hope was that the drills on the bottom would be close enough to the ground that they would dig out the ground a little bit, but if they don't, that's okay. What was I... Where did I put that ramp at? There you go. I need to grab some interior plate. Hey, Stomper Don, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I forgot what I was doing. Interior plate, and I should get rid of some of this other stuff that is just taking up room here. I don't have a whole lot of room left on the thing. Ah, really? Just put those steel tubes back too. Alright. Alright, let's see how well this works. Do I need to make the ramp a little thicker? Oh, don't fall off the front. I may want to make the ramp a little bit thicker. Just so that I don't accidentally fall off the sides here. Like I've just practically barely, almost have done. And the reason I'm putting the ramp underground, kind of like this, like a platform for it to drive on while I'm drilling, is just so that it hopefully stays level to the ground. So when I get in here and I start right-click drilling, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That kind of thing. Okay. This might go kind of slow if I'm going to extend the ramp each time, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, am I basically lined up? I think so. That's, probably won't need that parking brake as much now. Yeah, we could just kind of go forward a little bit. Keep going forward about that far. Get out, give myself a little bit more runway. It's going to be slow, but we will eventually get an entrance going. We will be underground probably before we get to that mountain, is my thinking. One other thing I'm thinking is I should probably start making more steel plate. I don't know how much I can even fit. Yeah, I can't push them through there. So I'm doing pretty good. If you missed the last stream, I hope they leave me alone because I don't have any ammo. I got caught in an electrical storm on this planet as soon as I landed, which is why much of the vehicle is damaged. And I'm hoping that this will be a nice kind of permanent shelter. Oh, I'm going to end up stuck in the hole if I keep going like this. This is going pretty good. We will be underground in no time. We're already up at the second drill here. Did I lose a row? I think I lost a row somewhere back there. Oh yeah, way back here I lost a row. Okay. I'm gonna start up again because I don't want to. Local grid align mode is really handy when you're doing stuff like this to try and get it to be... Okay, good. To try and get things to line up with existing grids and actually snap onto them. I'm not sure that I'm going to necessarily keep this little road here or not. This is just to kind of align me as I drive in. But if this works out, I might keep it. We'll see. Oh man, I almost fell off. Am I going to be able to put blocks under it? No. Can't quite get in there, it looks like. There we go. Can I get one in there? Yep. Just barely see. There we go. Where the edge of the thing is. Alright, a couple more of these and we will be getting underground. Big ones, please. Go. The other nice thing about the local grid align mode, if you've never used it, is that you can like lay down blocks that are not technically connected to the local grid, meaning like the nearest static grid, and they will still connect to it later. For example, if I go, let's see, I need the big block. If I go local grid align, and I put a row of unconnected blocks out here, and then do this, they are now part of the same grid. They've automatically merged. I think we are getting to... Yep. We are just about underground, which is going to make this a little bit more difficult. I might have wanted to put a row of drills going out a little bit further. But that's okay. No. So presumably, now that we're getting underground here, we will be truly testing whether or not Keen fixed that lightning strikes underground issue or not. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should definitely have not made this even going across, because I could put like a big door here, and the doors are all odd blocks. That was probably a dumb move, but no, well, we could always maybe go like just drive up it again, scoot over a little bit and drive up it again. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah. Here, watch. If I go to something that's not a cube and I go to local grid align, you can still do the. If that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's the B key that changes the. So free placement mode, stick it anywhere. Gravity aligns, like free placement mode, you can rotate however you want. You know. Gravity align means it's always aligned to gravity, and then local grid means it's going to snap to the local grid, which is the nearest static grid. There has to be a static grid. I don't know what the actual range is, but there has to be a static grid within a certain distance for it to pick it up. And I think there's also a way for it to visualize which grid is the local grid, but I don't remember how to do that. And that might actually be the build info mod that does that. Or maybe it's only creative, I don't remember. But it is super handy. So I'm going to kind of turn just a little bit because I'm going off the rails here. There we go. Are we completely underneath now? We are. So we're good to go here. We've got a... That's our entrance ramp. That looks pretty cool, actually. I'm going to put my thing down here. Alright, is that all of them? I can't tell if I'm missing one or not. Yeah, we're good. Cool. We'll go just a little bit further. Maybe like one more set after these. And then we'll try to fix this thing up a bit. Because once we're underground, I could just use like the hand drill, or we could do something else to kind of drill out more of the base. But I just wanted to have a nice smooth path to get in here. Okay. Alright, so that's... I guess I'll fill this in so I don't fall down, but... I think this thing is too big to fit through the actual gate block, so I'm probably going to end up building like a custom door with the airtight doors. Because a gate... Actually, will it fit if I took this decoy thing off the top? Because this thing didn't really help me as much as I'd hoped. Although it did help. Just not quite as much as I'd hoped. It kind of destroyed a lot more of it than I would have liked, but I wonder if I took that off, would it fit through a gate? I want to say no, but yeah, I think this thing is way too big to fit through a gate. The gate itself is only 2 blocks high, is that right? Yeah. It's only 2 blocks high, and this thing is... Yeah, it would be too big to fit through there. Just barely, though. Just barely. So we'll have to make a custom door sometime. All right. Let's see. Now that we've got this here, I kind of don't want to take this off, but because of the usefulness of it. But let's see how far we can get while keeping it on. And now I wish I had some sort of a port on the top that I could get to. Also, I need to take a new blueprint that doesn't have the all of these things on it, because we took all these off before I left. They were never here. Although there is a thruster right there. Let's turn off things. So we could turn that off. We could turn the antenna and the ore detector off. We could turn the thrusters off. Power, we got 2 days of power in the batteries, so I think we're good there. Let's see if we can fix things. So I'm tired of looking at smoke coming out of the ship. There we go. And let's get the solar panel. And then we could get... Uh-oh, hang on. I did bring a good amount of materials, at least basic materials, from the asteroid base. Why am I able to just infinitely weld this? That's weird. And I should also fix you, shouldn't I? Because you could help me. Was that thunder? No, it's just dust. This planet is nothing but weather. It's all weather out there. And unfortunately, we are not deep underground enough to actually not be affected by the visual effects of the weather, which is too bad. So, I think we should still be able to use wind turbines underground as long as we give them enough clearance. So we might have to hollow out like a pretty big area at some point, and then we could use wind turbines, and still be underground. There is apparently a decent amount of uranium on this planet, so we could just use reactors. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not at that point yet. I'm trying to figure it out. There we go. There we go. Are you on? On. There we go. Put my decoys back, please. You don't have to put the parachute back. What are we missing? Oh, I should just make a bunch of construction components. Apparently we don't have a lot of them. Look at that shadow. Look like a dork. Alright. So that's how far we traveled to get here. That's where the asteroid was. Almost 2,000 kilometers away. Guess we could shut that GPS off. What planet is that? Is that Earth? Or is that Triton? No, that's Earth because it's got the moon there. So yeah, the asteroid was back by Earth. Okay, so what's going to be priority here? Priority is going to be shutting these welders off so I don't electrocute myself as I fly by. I need to get underneath this thing and do some work underneath. I need to put some additional solar panels on here. And something is still smoking. What is it? I also need to find magnesium somewhere and get a... let's see, this air vent looks damaged. This one is good. Yeah, I need like another conveyor port somewhere on the top. Yep, found that. There we go. I'm not too worried about running out of hydrogen. I've got these vents for collecting oxygen. The atmosphere here is not, it's not breathably dense. O2 is very low, but there is O2, so I can use the vents to suck it in and fill my tank with it. And then there's, of course, that giant ice lake out there. So, let's see. This looks all bent up, and something underneath it is damaged. This thing is damaged. Can we see that one under there? Oh, I thought I had it for just a second. Now let's get this one up and running. Oh. Okay, let's just take that. Oh no. Let me hop in here for a second and turn off the projector. Wow. That got foggy. Oh, you know what? It didn't get foggy. I forgot I had a event controller that turns the lights off when I get in the... yeah, I'm going to stop that from happening. That might get... I was thinking it'd be nice. You know, you get in the cryo tube, it turns the vehicle's lights off, you know? That, it turns out, is a little annoying when you're underground in the middle of a storm, and those are the wrong lights. I want these lights. Okay, so we need to repair you. Who else? So we got you working. You're good. You're the air vent. So you're good. You're good. Anything else? I might want to run like a script or something just to see if there's any broken blocks on here still. But I think everything's looking green, so if anything's broken, I'm not really missing it. Wheels are still looking good. Wheels were working. So one thing I want to do is, I was having trouble with the front and back wheels clipping each other, like they're too close together when the vehicle turned. And I'm not really sure why, because it seems like they should be far apart, but for some reason when they turned, they weren't visually clipping, but they were acting like they were clipping with each other. So I don't know what on earth is going on with that, but we need to, let's see, I got to get these ions off of here. I need to make like some cargo that I can store this stuff in. Let's see, maybe I'm gonna back this thing up a little bit and do just gotta get some cargo down on it. Let's see. Cargo. Here we go. Let's see. Where should we put it? I kind of want to put it in the ground in case I need to drive over it. And I should probably power this grid as well. Maybe just stick a battery in it or something. Just so that if I drive away from here, it doesn't get cleaned up by garbage collection. There we go. Now I could dump a bunch of things from the Rover in there. That's my phrase of the day, apparently. Stick a battery in here. Let's do a warfare battery, because those look cool. Those are the new hotness. Then I think I am going to take these drills off of here because I'm going to raise this thing up a bit so I can work underneath it, and I think I'm going to extend the back wheels back a block and extend the front wheels forward a block, and then hopefully that will just avoid that clipping issue altogether. As long as I'm stuck in a cave for the time being, and the vehicle has 2 days of power, I'm not super worried about getting anything else functioning at the moment. So then there's a couple of things we need to add. So there was a seismic scanner thing we were going to put there, and then another set of folding solar panels. So that's what we will do. And then, depending on what time it is, we'll decide if we're going to do anything more today, like specifically go out looking for magnesium, which is what I really need. So, I don't think this thing really uses much power, if any, right? Yeah, so we should just have, I think, functionally infinite power. Yeah, 1 watt. So this will last us 108 years, which should be enough for now. So let me start. Kind of want to back this thing in, but let's see. What do I want to move out of here? Let's take some of these pre-built components and just dump them in here, as well as whatever extra junk I'm carrying. What do I not need? I don't need these things. I don't need the extra bottles yet. I don't even remember what these things do. I think they are nullifiers for MES things. I'll throw these extra parts in there. I'll throw the extra uranium in there for now. Let's see, we got extra tools we don't need. I got extra weapons. Tons of extra NATO ammo, which I could probably put in an interior turret somewhere to maybe defend the opening a little bit. Don't need that. I don't remember which one of these I have. I definitely don't need all of that. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music back down. Just because that sometimes it makes me nervous when it starts playing that certain songs and I think there's like an enemy coming. Alright, I'm using the smaller grinders, so we'll throw you in there. Let's go grab some more stuff out of here. Let's see. Let's take the medical components. Let's not take the scrap because we could process that. Let's take the thruster components. A couple of motors. I should probably take the superconductors too, but that's a lot to carry. What did I just put in there that I didn't mean to? No, we're good. Okay. Let's grab this scrap. We could process it on the Rover. Alright. You are full of iron. So we'll just do that. Can I carry all of you? Yes. What else should I take? What else is worth it? Should make some ammo. Let's make... Can I even make... I don't think I can make ammo for the... Darn. I gotta get a proper base going because I can't make ammo for those weapons on top, which sucks. Should have grabbed those. That was lightning, or thunder. So, let me confirm. Electric storm. So now we're about to find out, definitively. I'm going to turn these on just in case. Will we be struck by lightning underground? And we will know soon because it strikes a lot. Once it gets going, it strikes a lot. I think that just tried to strike me, and it hit the voxel. Here, you know what I'm going to do? Is jump in here and hit the... Oh, wow. That is a heck of a storm going on there. Let's figure out where we are. Probably right around here. Let's see. Let's do this. Where am I? Oh my god, all those things we need to clean up. I don't even know what my vehicle is called. These guys are going nuts over there. There we go. Okay. Alright. Yep. So look at that. Look at all that lightning. That is not striking me. It really, really, really wants to. So, I think this part, because the voxels are so thin here, I think this part worked before. Because what it does is, the lightning starts a certain distance up in the sky. Did it just try to strike the... Did it just try to hit the spectator camera? It starts a certain distance up in the sky, and then it raycasts down. And then that's how it decides what it's going to actually impact. And so what would happen is if the voxels between you and the lightning were thin, it would still hit the top of the voxels and that it wouldn't bother you. And I think that's how it's always been. What they fixed was, like, let's say we went all the way into that mountain and now there's a huge amount of voxels on top of us. If the point that it raycasts down from ends up being inside the voxel because we're just that deep, then it will raycast down, and the raycast doesn't hit the the inside wall of the voxel. It doesn't see it, and so it would just pass straight through the voxel and hit the thing. So that's what they fixed. So it will theoretically, according to the release notes, will even if it spawns inside of the voxel itself, it will hit, like, I guess won't do anything. You won't see it. It will just hit, like, it'll strike all entirely within the voxel and not do anything. Supposedly. I think we are not deep enough necessarily to actually see that happen, but good to know that for the time being, if an electrical storm comes up, we have a safe haven we can go to. And since... Oh, maybe it did strike. Did it strike here, or did I miss a block? I think it tends not to strike, like armor blocks. It tends not to strike things that don't have computers in them. It has different priorities for things. Like, it always goes for decoys, and then it goes for antennas, and then there's like a kind of a priority list. But I don't think it generally strikes armor. It doesn't target armor. It will hit armor, of course, if it's on its way to hitting something else, but I'm pretty sure it will never target just armor. Now, one of the things that I am looking forward to being down here is that the lightning may take out some NPC... There's just so much lightning. The NPC ships and stations, and then we can go raid them. So, cool. I am very happy that this worked out, and that we managed to get in here before the lightning actually started up again. So, can I... Hang on one second. I want to know if I can get the time up on the compass, and I don't think so. I don't see compass in here. I'm pretty sure the last time I did this, I had to do it through the config file, so that's fine. We'll take care of that later. Let me take these drills off the front so that I can work with these wheels. And I imagine we're going to end up putting these drills back on at some point. Or doing something different with them just so that I could more easily drill. Most likely, I think I'll probably hand drill out some more space in here, just to have some space to walk around. and maybe place down some other blocks in here. And then maybe at some point I'm thinking we'll probably build a dedicated miner ship, although someone did have a really good idea last time about taking this kind of ugly space on the back and putting like a articulating mining arm on the back. That would be actually pretty cool. I think that would be an interesting engineering challenge, especially considering that it will probably clang out like crazy. So, worthy of a challenge, I think. But I think for just general drilling around in here, we're probably going to want to do either some kind of mining ship or some kind of mining truck. I don't know. And then if I do decide to weld up all the ground here, we may want to make a like a welding truck too, or something like that. Who knows? There's all sorts of things we could do here on the brand new, lovely paradise world of Helgen, where it only is covered in constant lightning some of the time. Let's see. What sorts of pistons do we have? We've got all sorts of modded pistons, but I just need regular ones. Let's get... what do I need for this? Do I not have steel plate on me? Wasn't I just grinding down a bunch of steel plate? I think these have no... I don't have a whole lot of attachment points here, do I? Because most of these are... yeah, I'm going to have to grind off a couple of... Yeah, most of these are angle blocks and stuff. Let's grind off a couple of blocks here, and I could always put them back on later. I gotta move that. I'm going to be moving that wheel back anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to end up kind of redesigning the whole front of this thing, aren't we? If I'm moving the wheels. Oh. Was it this one? It was this one. There we go. Alright. I also thought about maybe putting in some different encounter mods, such as, did I weld up one of the blocks under there? I guess I did. That might be a good idea, actually, for me to do. But I was thinking of putting in more encounter mods that would be, you know, to get them fighting each other, kind of a thing. What? Didn't I? Oh, I turned you guys. Forgot I turned you guys back on when the lightning came. See, I knew it was going to be a problem. I knew. Where's my survival kit? Where is it? Probably be a good idea for me to put down another survival kit inside of here. Just so that my only survival kit isn't on the Rover. I think I have enough medical components for one. Let's do that real quick. We'll just put it, I don't know, off to the side here. There we go. we go. So at least I can... we will call this one... Helgen Hole. There we go. So that way if this truck just gets completely obliterated, I can respawn back in here instead of all the way back on the base. One little bit of housekeeping that I want to do, though, that I noticed is... If we go... Let me spectator cam back to the old asteroid base here for a minute. Where's the front of this thing? Out in the front, the drones that I left attached are jiggling like crazy. And this happens when the world first loads because the hinges are locked. And they, for some reason, start at the wrong angle and then they bounce. And I don't want the game to have to deal with this. So, I think what I'm going to actually do is we're going to have an out-of-body experience for a moment here, and I'm going to... did I just drop myself there or no? There I am. I'm going to teleport myself back home for a minute, and we are going to... what did I leave these on? You're not seeing this part. This is all a fever dream. If we just turn these off, then does it... Yeah, then they don't bounce around anymore. So we're just going to do that. That should be totally fine. And hopefully this guy that we spawned in here while we were doing this, we're just going to remove him. We don't need him. I should probably clean up some of these grids too, but... Alright, where is my guy? Here he is. He kind of needs a name. Did I just teleport myself into the voxels? Yes, I did. I'm on the backside of the voxels now. That was smart. Let's get here. There we go. Okay, that didn't happen. You didn't see that. That was behind the scenes. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to lift this thing up. Let me build the bottom pads too, just because. I may want to put mag plate on them. Should I? Is that going to cause trouble or not? Trying to decide if that's a worthwhile thing to do or if I should just put them down. This even, actually, are they close enough to the ground to actually even raise this thing up? Let's test that. Yeah, okay, yes, yes. There we go. So yeah, see how the box, the bounding box for this wheel clips into the one in front of it? That's not really a big deal when they're driving in a straight line, but for some reason when they turn and then the wheels like get a little bit closer, then all of a sudden that bounding box becomes an issue, and apparently this wheel is damaged. Many of my wheels are damaged, which I probably shouldn't worry too much about since I'm going to take off a lot of them, but these middle ones I should worry about because they're going to stay. Alright, let's lift this thing up evenly and see what we can do. There we go. That helps. It's not as high as I would have ideally liked, but I think that'll be okay. I can walk under it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. First thing I want to do is... oh, I did grind off the thrusters that were underneath. Cool. Cool. Alright. There were some atmo thrusters underneath. I was thinking about moving... Or, I'm sorry, ion thrusters. I was thinking about moving these atmo thrusters, the braking thrusters, back a little bit. But why was I thinking that? Did I want to put something here? I don't remember what I wanted to do here. Was I thinking of putting like a bumper in the front? I might have been. I'm going to move these back. That's going to be project 1. And we're going to put them... Which way would be the best way to face them? I guess this way? We're going to put them like back here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's get them... I want to group things up as we go, just so that I don't forget. Atmo thrusters are these things. Alright. And they belong in the Atmo thrusters group. And we can do that. Alright, that's taken care of. My fancy status script looks like it has gone haywire. What have we done here? We don't have... We don't have a jump drive anymore, so we can get rid of you. And I think then... Yeah, there we go. Now we can see everything. So we got battery at 80%. We got solars. We got... what is that last one? I don't even remember. Then we got reactors, and then hydrogen and oxygen levels. I don't even remember what that middle one is. Hydrogen engines. Okay. So if the hydrogen engines kick on, then that's what that will show the output for. Okay. All right. Next thing. We want to... Actually, I kind of want to do these solar panels first, because these are kind of cool. So what we want to do is add a rotor head. So this is from a mod that gives you solar panel... gives you solar panel hinges. These are from MA Panel Hinge mod, in case you're wondering. And that means that we can then take... Is this fully? No. Then we can put solar panels on them, and they can fold up, which is pretty cool. And I was using this blue color for these, and I'm going to stick with that. Looks like something is in the way, which is okay. We'll move these. Oh, can I not get the hinge for that either? Oh, maybe it already is. Okay. There we go. I think these things don't have much of a whole lot of build state, so... Alright, I'm going to tell these things just real quick that they should not roll all the way around. Let's see, where are they at right now? They're at 0, so let's move them up to like 35. That's really slow. Let's move them at like 2. Alright, maybe that's high enough that I could pop these on. Yep. There we go. So this should allow us to fold these up when we're not using them, and then extend them out when we are. And actually, I could even do a second layer if I wanted to, but then they're really kind of extended out far, and it would look a little bit more ridiculous than I'm interested in making it look. There's a limit to the amount of ridiculousness. I can't tell you off the top of my head what the limit is, but there's a limit. There we go. And I think this pane of glass is for you. No, maybe not. Did that go in there? It did. Okay. Cool. Then we can take our solar hinges and reverse them, and then put the upper limit back to there. So when we're out sunning ourselves, they're going to open up like that, and then I think we have enough. I think we have enough room in here. Oh, what did I put? What is this? This is toggle block on and off. That's not what I wanted. Where are you, hinges? Here we go. They're supposed to be reverse. So when we're done with them, we'll just fold them up. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should make them go a little bit faster. There they go. Fold up nice and flat. It's very cool. Well, kind of nice and flat. What are they bumping into here? They're not really bumping into anything. They're just not folding all the way. I don't know, there might be something weird with the bounding box of the Gatling gun or whatever. Either way, it doesn't matter. They're folded up, and that's what matters. All right, let's move these wheels. Alright, so we are going to just extend this back by one block, essentially. One block should be perfectly fine because the space between these two wheels is 1, 2, 3... Oh, it's 4 blocks, right? Oh, no, it's there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, and the space between these is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so it's 2 blocks. It's really going to extend the distance quite a bit. I feel like 1 block should be enough, but I also don't want to have to do this twice. 2 blocks is going to be... I think 1 block is sufficient. What did I have here? I had these things. Okay. And a light. One of these cool looking guys. I don't remember if it was at the top or the bottom, but I don't really care. Alright, then we gotta move this guy. And what are these? These are the 5x5s, right? Luckily, I still have those on. So this is left. Left is... Hold on. Right. Yep. Left is definitely this way. And right is definitely this way. Okay. So that, to me, feels like absolutely 100% plenty of room in between these wheels. I can't imagine. If I can walk in between them, they should not hurt each other when they're trying to drive. But then again, I thought they were fine before where they were, so. Okay, so that is that. What do I want to do with... Yeah, I guess I'll move everything over, huh? Let's leave that where it is, and we'll just move this stuff over. So let's see, what could we do? We could go... we could actually maybe put like a light armor block there and do... let's see, what's this even going to do? What did I have right there? Because that was coming out of there. Oh, you know what? That was sloping in. Yeah, you know what? Let's move these, because otherwise it's just going to be... it's going to be a nightmare of reshaping things, and I don't want to deal with it. So, which way did I do these? I did these like this. Then I can more easily just put the exact same shape pattern in. I'm very big, if you haven't been watching my streams, I'm very big on shapes. Making sure the right, you know, that the shape is interesting and all that stuff. So, and it's all, of course, my opinion on what exactly is interesting, because, you know, I'm not the best at this sort of thing, but okay, so we had one of those there, and then underneath, I'm pretty sure we were just kind of running this along the bottom there. Alright, so that's one side done. You do not need to take off, thank you. Okay. So that's that done. Then we'll have to fix those up later. Alright, we'll do the same thing over here. I'm missing something. I'm missing my little half slopes. Or quarter slopes, or whatever they are. Okay. There we go. That's one set of wheels. Done. Then, let's see. What are we going to do with these front ones? Now, we have space already. We could just move them forward by one. We don't, without extending the front. We might just have to reshape this part a little bit, which I think is pretty doable. So let's pretty doable it. If you're ever having trouble grinding one of these down, there's no collision there. The collision is all right here, so always aim for where it connects. Okay, let's just go ahead and take this off because I know I'm going to move it. Okay. Alright, and then my wheels. This is the left... Oh, forgot my thing was on. Looks like there's more weather rolling in. That's great. That seems to be the deal with this planet. This is the left one, correct? And then the right one. Alright. That looks okay. I mean, the thing will be a little bit more stable, too, since... excuse me. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Since the wheels will be a little bit further apart, I think it'll technically be a little bit more stable. One thing I realized is that one of the main features of this planet is that the ground is a little craggly, and I have a mod in that just smooths out all the craggly voxels, and I might take that mod out while I'm here just to fully experience the, you know, craggles. But I'll think about it. Might have to drive around a little bit and see. There we go. Alright, so how do I want to rebuild this front section here? I was thinking of doing some sort of like bumper that runs through the front, but I'm thinking I might not do that. Although I might do just something right here to protect the cockpit from like a tree or something, basically. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do here is just something like now, what are you? You are this shape. And then a pointy fella right there. Okay. What? Do we want to do anything else? I don't think so, because we're not... Yeah, I think that'll look okay. Yeah, it looks okay. Let's go fill this in with the same thing as before. Oh, come on. There we go. Right, and then I need my half slopes. Forgot that on the other side. Okay. Looks good to me.
Energy low.
Might as well take a little break here, drink a little water. Gotta stay hydrated when you're in a dusty cave. One of the mods that I'm using is a automatic bottle refill, so if you're sitting in a cockpit or using a survival kit or something, it will slowly refill the bottles that you're carrying as well. So, and I am actually going to go over to the survival kit and heal up slightly. There we go. Okay. I think that is everything that I wanted to be raised up for. So now I just gotta get everything situated again in the... Well, we gotta take the pistons off, but think everything else is good. Kind of not a fan of these being exposed in the back, but that's how they were before. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I want to be able to make sure I can back up to a connector without smacking into it, so either way. Should these things have a little bit of armor on them or something? I kind of think that maybe they should. Something like just a little fin like this, or the larger one. Or we could even do something like this. Some fins like that. Might be cool. Let's see. Actually, do we have a... Yeah, let's try this out. I want to try this. So if we do that, then we throw one of these in the middle, then we can continue that blue stripe across them. That's what I'm thinking here. It might be pretty cool. Where was that? That was this. And where's that blue that I was using? That would be there. And there. There we go. Just a little something on there. Yeah, that's not... I don't hate it, you know. I think that's the best I could ask for. I could also have done... where did I get these from again? I could have done this on the end too. That might have been better. That might have looked better. Let's see. Why do I keep losing which one it is? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I could literally spend all day just greebling this, so I'm going to try and time box myself a little bit here to, let's see, I don't want to do this the wrong way. Oh, you know what? No, there we go. For a minute I was like, I put this on wrong. Well, I did not. There we go. And we could go, like, we could go a little bit crazy with it and do like a something hanging off the back of it like this. Maybe later. Let's get this thing back on the ground, take it out for a drive, and see how it performs with the better wheels. All right. Oh, you know what I also wanted to do was put on that seismic survey thing, which I think I can do. Yeah, I can definitely do that without having to raise the thing up, so that's fine. Let's get all these. Now that I can just walk in between here, it gets real easy. Okay, what are we putting in here? Half block with little quarter blocks. There we go. Okay. 2 more to go. And the reason I'm not keeping these on, in case you're wondering, like, that would be kind of useful to have just general pistons on, is I've already got a lot of subgrids on this thing, and I don't want to tempt fate by just having a whole bunch of subgrids. Okay. There we go. Let me put this seismic whatchamacallit on here. So the way this thing works is we basically attach it to the ground and then look at some screens on the inside, and then we can kind of see in the general direction where certain ores are, and so we can kind of use that to decide which direction are we going to drive to scope out with the ore detector where some ores are. So, what is it called? Seismic. Here it is. Large seismic, whatever it's called. I think it goes this way. Did I put all the detector components in here? I think I did. Or at least some of them. So there we go. So I'm going to turn it off for now. And also turn off... Well, I guess I could turn it on. It's not using that much power, but I want to turn off... is there an auto lock? Kind of assumed that this had... Oh, I'm looking at the piston. Hang on. I want to look at the... Not the refinery, the seismograph. Oh, that is what it is. Okay. Now, wait a minute. This is the piston again. Yeah, I'm looking at the piston because I named it piston seismograph. Seismic surveyor. There we go. Used for parking? No. Auto lock? No. There we go. Okay. Alright, we got to name a couple of things and see if some things are working, and then we're going to go take a little drive. Alright. I don't care what these are called, because I have a script to manage them all. And what else did we build? Those ion thrusters are going to go away. You guys are all grouped up. And what else? We got some lights. We got the seismic surveyor. We'll just call it that. We don't need to know that it is the small one. And lights. What did I do for lights? They're all... Let's see. Lights should include both of you. But let's just do this to get the settings. So I did 200, radius 15, intensity 1. I think those are the only things that I changed, other than the naming. I'm a very organized builder. And my solars. There we go, and I think we can get those out of there. I gotta check the fancy status. I don't think it looks at things that are on subgrids. So there's a possibility that it won't see the secondary, the second set of solar panels unless I go in and change something in the script, so... What was that? It's like a graphical thing going on. Okay. Oh, I wanted to take these ion thrusters off the back. Get my precious few. I was thinking it would be nice. You know, I put all these small ones on, and it's like, yeah, we'll get one thruster component each, so I'll have a small amount of platinum I could use for something, and then we land, and there's like platinum right where we land. So, although at the moment I have no way to do anything with the platinum. So, okay. Let's let me poke my head out here and actually make a GPS so I can get back to this spot. I'm going to do it right at the end of here so I know where to drive out to. And what are we going to call this base? Let's call it the, we're on Helgen. We could call it the Hellhole. I like it. Alright. Is the sun coming up anytime soon? I have no idea. Let's see. There's Earth. There's Mars. That's Triton, I think. The ice here is extremely reflective, which I love. Alright, let's go take a quick drive and see if we could just spot any magnesium with the ore detector. Alright, so hopefully my driver assist script will work now. It's going to adjust the wheels a little. Turn those on. Oh, actually, I think we want drive assist. Let me recompile it real quick, because I think it needs to do its quick test with the thrusters. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright then, let's see if we can get out of here. Do I have a backup camera on here? I do. I didn't put it in the list though. I should probably do that. Let's go this rear camera. Let's put it here. And then let's actually on the second bar here put my solar hinges, because I want to be able to reverse them, and I also want to be able to hinge lock them. Hinge lock. Rotor lock. I don't know if there we go. Okay, so I want to be able to lock them. Did I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally mess up the angles. I did. There we go. Look at that. That's why they weren't lying flat. So let me unlock the hinges. There we go. Now they're lying flat. Cool. Alright. Let's back out of here and hope we don't get shot. Where's my backup camera? There we go. Maybe I should put those missing blocks in so I don't fall out of there. What do I have on me? I should probably grab a little interior plate too. Let's see. Give me a little of that, a little of that. And then we're just going to have to be careful and watch for electrical storms coming in. And when we see one... Oh, there we go. I was trying to explain that before. See that green box that shows up in the distance? That's the local grid boundary. I don't know. I don't think that's vanilla. I think that's build info telling you that. Don't know for sure. But it's a pretty decent distance, right? Where did I think I lost the ramp off my toolbar? Alright. Let's turn on the ore detector and make sure it's cranked up. It is modded, so it goes out to 250, so it's not super... Oh, there you go, great, there's a sandstorm coming. We have these on, alright. Let's see what we could do here. Alright, so we've got uranium over this way. And platinum. Platinum's really close, and silver. Well, the wheels are working great now, it seems. Does it seem like the... No, they're good, okay. The script is using Ackerman steering, so it kind of adjusts the wheels individually, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we got silver there, and platinum there, and uranium. These are really close together. That is a wild grouping. Alright, let's keep going and see what we can find. The sandstorm, the fact that there's a sandstorm means we don't have to worry about lightning happening right now, so we can afford to get a little bit further out. What's my speed here? I'm going real slow for some reason. Everybody stop a minute here. Let me go into the script, and I think the script is controlling the max speed here. Forward speed limit 100. I think even backwards speed, yeah, in kph 100 is not 26 miles an hour, so I'm not quite sure what the... Let's see if we go faster now. Maybe it was just because we were kind of going up a little slight hill. Alright, we're going a little bit faster. Alright, what are these boulders over here? Iron. I think the other one was also iron. There was another boulder that I saw. I want to say it was this way. Uranium and silicon. Gold. Boy, we got... And magnesium. Boy, we got everything, like, right here. Is the magnesium underground? It is. It is quite a ways underground, too. Now might be the best time to go and get it, though. During the sandstorm, because there's not going to be any... Well, you know what? I don't have the ability to make ammo anyway right now, so I guess it's probably not worth going to get. Let's keep on driving and see if we can find anything else. Let's see. So we don't have nickel yet. I guess I should have maybe gone over the ice lake and seen if there was anything under the ice lake. Magnesium again. This is a pretty good spot. Cobalt, I think, is going to be somewhat difficult. Let's see, it looks like there's another... Maybe a boulder up ahead here or something? No, that's grass. That is grass. Yep, uranium. I actually think uranium and... what was it? Uranium and platinum are actually supposed to be like the most abundant thing. Which is great if I want to power an underground base off uranium, but not as great if I am... oh boy. There we go. So these parts here that I'm driving on now, that are really flat, I believe these would be the craggly bits. So, kind of flattening this makes the terrain significantly less challenging, although it does make it a lot more fun to drive on. So I might leave it. I might leave it. I'm not seeing anything else. It seems like we landed in a bit of a resource-rich area, which is pretty cool. Yeah, interesting that there's no... All those ores were grouped together where we landed, and there's, like, nothing out this way. I wonder if they are more like toward the bases of mountains. Sometimes people design planets where the resources end up only near mountains or other geographic features. So let's maybe not drive all the way up the side of the mountain, but... yeah, interesting. Not seeing anything around this mountain. Let's head back and drive out over the ice lake and see if there's anything hidden under the ice lake other than ice. I think we got a decent amount of ice on board the vehicle too. I really should just unload everything onto the base at this point, just because the risk of the vehicle getting damaged in an electrical storm and losing all the stuff that's on it would be a bit of a setback. So, but yeah, we're going to want to prioritize getting a bit of a base up and running under that mountain, so I could, do some fun stuff. So what do we even want to do here on this planet? So we are going to want to get a base going. The lightning is not so much of an issue if I'm not out and about, so that's good. I do want to try to take on some more NPCs here, so we might end up building some outward defenses outside the base. Oh, that's trippy. We are a bit slippery here, because, I mean, it's ice, so... did the ore detector, break on me? Because it's also not showing me that there's ice here. Although, ice lakes, I think, sometimes don't show up. Just because they're so huge. But let's turn the ore detector off for a second and turn it back on. You know how sometimes that works. There's nothing out here. This is going to be some trippy ice to mine because it'll messes with your brain. Let's turn around carefully so we don't flip ourselves over here. Going back into the sandstorm is kind of cool looking. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Almost lost track. So the mountain that we're digging into is substantially large, it seems. Let's actually kind of get off of this ice and take a little stock of what we've got here. So I don't really... once we get sufficiently into it, I don't think we need to worry about, popping out anywhere. Which is good. This, stop. There we go. It's extremely tall. And it seems like we've dug in deep enough at the base there that we will just be, as long as we don't go up, we will just be pretty much underground. Although we might be able to, create a second exit over here if we wanted to. Is this a boulder over here? This is a boulder. Oh, there we go. I was going to say the ore detector's not telling me what it is. Alright, cool. So we got another iron boulder. But yeah, this mountain is pretty big, pretty deep, or tall, I guess, from the perspective of where we're at right now. So yeah, we could do some cool stuff. Anything that I build that kind of pokes out of the ground is going to be susceptible to lightning strikes, and I'd have to build self-healing decoys and stuff around them. So I'm going to try and stay completely underground. And then we will probably have some weapons that poke out of the ground at some point. Just near the entrance or something like that, in case some NPC does decide to follows us to the base or something, that we're not just like stuck with them always flying around outside because we have no way to shoot them down. So, let me actually not do it like this. Let me try and back this guy in, which is not something I really like to do. Driving the vehicles backwards is not my thing, but let's see what we can do. Let's turn those off. Hop out. We could probably shut the spotlights off. So there we go. There's our base for now. What are we going to do next, I guess, is the big question. So should we start digging through the walls, trying to expand this area? Should we start building like the mining arm off the back? That might be an interesting thing to do. We might even be able to use like a turret controller or something with it. I don't know. I have these modded pistons. I wonder if, like, some of these go down pretty far. This is a 20 block small grid piston. Let me see. How long is it? It's rather long. It is a rather long piston when it is not extended. I don't think we could use it. Oh, you know, another thing we could do is there was a wreck that came in. Let's see. Does that show up in here? Wreck detector ping. How far away is that? 4.71 kilometers. We could maybe take a drive out there and see what that is all about. Let's take some things out of here first and put them in here. I kind of want to, like, I want to keep some parts on board for when it's necessary to, I should back this thing up more, for when it's necessary to repair it, but I don't want to keep everything on board. So I got to look at what makes up these blocks that tend to get struck by lightning, so that there's enough on board components to fix them a bunch of times, because they get destroyed a lot. This vehicle does have it has backup uranium reactors, and it has backup hydrogen engines. So we should be good on power. I know the batteries are starting to get a little bit low. But that getting all of this weight off of here will help quite a bit, because it'll be easier to accelerate and decelerate, and it'll be won't use up so much power, because I think it was starting to use the thrusters to accelerate and decelerate a little bit, and it shouldn't need to use that most of the time. Boy, I brought a lot of silicon, didn't I? I don't actually know that this is all, I don't think this is all going to fit in a single cargo container. right? Because we are getting close to the limit here. Might end up building another one. Just because I'm literally taking them out of the I'm taking them out of a cargo container on here that is, I think, the exact same size. So yep, there we go. Now I can't anymore. Let's make another cargo container. There we go. Yep. Alright, so let's grab that and let's take the ice out of the cryo chamber. We don't need you. I am going to keep the ice that is in the... Oh, that's in the connector. Where's my... There we go. The O2 gen has ice in it too, so that's fine. Let's take these out of the connector. This way we're not putting all our eggs in one basket here. And I assume this thing still is going to last a long time. 2 days. Okay. That's because of the survival kit drawing power now, but that's okay. Okay. What else is on board here? A little bit of uranium. Survival kit has some iron in it. Alright, we need to know what am I going to need to fix these things. Just to get them functional, I need computers, construction components, and steel plates. And this thing needs computers, construction components, motors, small steel tubes. Oh, no, wait here. Functional. Functional is computer, motor, small steel tube, construction. Okay. So, yeah. Actually, nah, here. Here's what I'm going to do. Give me like 100 motors, all of these, a bunch of these, some radio components. What else did we need? Computers, construction components. We got the radio components, not a lot of them. Steel plate construction components. Just give me all those. Give me all those. Probably give me another 100 motors. That'll probably be okay. I'm probably missing a major component of one of these, but or just not enough of them in general. Construction computer, yeah, I think it'll be fine for a quick drive. Famous last words here. Yep. All right. Before we head out, let me take a drink. All right. We're going to head out to that detector, is the plan, and hopefully check it out and make it back before any new weather rolls in. So we'll go across the lake here. Oh yeah, we're speeding up a lot faster now. Would be nice if the sun came out and charged up the solar panels a little bit. How the batteries doing? Batteries are looking good. We'll be okay. I think we're looking okay on max speed. I know it doesn't seem very fast when you're like looking up from here, but it is pretty fast when you're here. I should be able to turn on the... Oh, I don't see anything. Yeah, nothing yet. Okay. That's my radar thing. I don't know what this is going to look like. Is it going to spawn in when we get there? Hopefully it's not hostile, because I don't have ammo, as I mentioned. Also keeping an ear open for thunder, because as soon as I hear thunder, I'm booking it. Alright, we're 1K out. Turn on the radar for a second. Still not detecting anything. Let's see, some weather's okay, dust storm coming in. Is there something here? Oh, it's on the other side. Is it on the other side of this? Yeah, okay, hey. Let's pause this driving. You know what, let's drive a little bit closer. And I will get out, peek over the top here and see what we're looking at. We're really close to it. Doesn't seem to be anything here. Maybe it, maybe MES already cleaned it up. Maybe that's part of the deal. You have to get there within a certain amount of time. Oh, something was here, because there's a divot in the ground. So, there was a wreck here. I guess we'll just need to make sure when we get a ping, that we get out here quickly before it despawns. Alright. I think this GPS, because of the naming, will probably just get replaced by the next ping, but this vehicle keeps kind of floating a bit when I go over these. I know I'm going over these hills a bit fast, so it makes sense, but gravity is actually a bit slightly stronger here than on Earth-like. So far, I'm digging it. Alright, I think that is probably going to be all I'm going to do today. Once I get back to the base and get parked up in there. Next time, we'll start... If I don't forget what I'm saying right now by the time I do this again. Next time, we will try to start building out the base a bit. Maybe think about how we're going to build a mining arm off the back, because that would be pretty cool. I do have a, you know, there is some, there's some connections there behind that armor that we can use. But I think the most worthwhile thing to do would probably be to start trying to get some infrastructure going inside the hole, so that we can get some ammo built. I think that's probably should be priority number one, and we can go get that magnesium at some point. But we got to be able to build ammo before we go collect the stuff for it. So, all right, I'm probably going to get really good at backing up into this eventually. I'm hoping that we'll eventually have this, where I could drive in forward and then turn around when I get into it, which would be ideal. There does seem to be kind of a little bit of a center line, but we are a little bit off. But yep, and stop. Close enough. All right, there we go. So, not bad. And as usual, I'll probably live in the dark for a while too, because I tend to not build lights around right away. When I hop in this cryo chamber, it is going to shut all the lights off in here, and we are going to go to sleep. So, let's shut this ore detector off. We don't need you running. And I should put back this block that I took out. That was blue. Of course. One steel plate. Exactly what I needed. So, one last thing I realized I should do is take a new blueprint of this thing and load that blueprint into the projector now that it's been repaired and everything. Actually, we still have a parachute thing we don't need. There we go. Do we have any other blocks on here we don't need? I don't think so. I think we're good for now. But yeah, let's take a blueprint. Let me turn off because I want the programmable blocks to be off in the blueprint. So let's turn those off. Let's clear the projector so it doesn't have anything in. Let's just remove it. And then I need to name this thing. What did I call this thing? It was called the Dune Strider. Blueprint, Dune Strider 1. Let's see, where's the original one? We could just delete you and then rename you. Yep, okay. Then let's load that up in the projector. Yep, that's cool. Alright, we seem to be a little bit off, but I think we're facing the right direction, which is something. Oh, you know what? We might actually want to be at 0 because... Is that right? Or no, we're still just a little bit off. We're really close, though. No, we're not. I take that back. We are very far off. Unfortunately, I can't see too well, but I think that's that. That's close. Where are we? Down? We're getting there. Where are... You know what? Let's do this, because I think the... Yeah, there we go. There's the projector, so I can just line it up with itself. So we need you to be there, and there, and there. Yep. Did I tell it... You know what? I didn't tell it to keep the projection, which means it probably just cleared itself out, didn't it? Yep. Alright, let's turn it... Let's do that. And... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well. That's kind of interesting. How am I going to... Since it... An open tide. I think I need to remove a block to get this to work. Let's take out a standard light armor block here. Hop in. Load this into the projector again. And tell it to keep the projection. Now if I hop off, this should be here. Load it. Weld it back up. And my projector should still have the... Yeah, there we go. Okay. And we could turn it off. What does it use? 100 watts? Let's just leave it on. It's fine. Okay. So there we go. What is the weather currently going on outside? It is more dust. I'd kind of like to see a electrical storm when one of these NPCs is going by. I'm also thinking of figuring out how to maybe add a ladder or something on top of here to let me climb up better. But alright, I'm going to climb into my cryopod and take a nap until next week, when we will come back and try to get the ammo. I also need to decide if I'm going to keep this big old thing on top. This wasn't 100%. This was not nearly as effective as I thought it was going to be. And it's kind of an annoyance, but it might be... Well, it's probably more useful against NPCs that are shooting at me as opposed to lightning. But I don't know. Either way, I'm not sure if it's... if the value of it outweighs its, annoyance factor. But either way, that's a question for next time. We're going to hop in here, turn off the lights, and now we are... Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about that, man. Hey, guess what? I just went to sleep, and it's morning now. Look at that. I completely forgot about that, man. See, I was about to do my end of the stream, and look, I woke up and it's morning. I forgot I could do that. Well, next time, when we get up, it will be morning. And also, while I am in here, I want to make sure that my programmable blocks are back on. So. Alright. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your week, if I don't talk to you. And make sure to join me next. I think Monday is probably the next time I'm going to do this. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Bye.